All units.
Hello everyone. I'm trying to get my uploading schedule back to normal. So, as you guys saw last week, my best L. This is the strangest L
All
me
units.
and a friend of mine have encountered ever. Reno, I know you probably don't remember this game because it's such a long time ago. Even I forgot about it until I looked at the footage. So anyway, here goes. As you can see, my prophet is already Divine
All
Absolution,
units.
but that's only because me
Local
and Reno
unit.
were sharing the
Boost
reactors on
research.
Frozen Valley. So if memory serves me right,
All
the
units.
enemy team was Cutter, Anders, and Brute. Anders was red, Cutter
All
was
units.
green, the Brute was obviously purple. And for our team, I was the prophet, obviously as you can tell. Blue is Reno, who is Anders, and
Outpost ready.
the yellow player is Forge. So this is about maybe 7 to 8 minutes into the match. I get my prophet and I'm attacking the Anders. So I put the
All
Anders down
units.
so I help Reno get up.
Base under attack.
So as soon as I get my expo, Anders attacks conveniently at that
All
time.
units.
And for whatever reason, I lazily do not self-destruct the base. I seem to assume that it will last,
All
but to no
units.
avail. It's going to blow up as you'll see here in a few moments. Now, something strange that our Forge teammate here
A
does,
base
and
has been
I'm going to
destroyed.
put the blame on
All
Forge, I
units.
swear. As you saw right there, he made Hornets. And me and Reno were perplexed. We're like, why did he... And they weren't even wingmen, as you can see there. So, granted, Anders didn't have any... They didn't have much anti-air. As you see, Red is pulling up to Forge's
All
main
units.
base with only 2 Wolverines. I think 2 or 3 Wolverines, which I could cleanse down. And then Green just focused on Spartan tanks, but, you know, he's Cutter, so even if you're bad, as long as you have ODSTs, you're pretty much set. It's so
All
annoying.
units.
Anyway, for the most part, as you'll see, I'm contending with purple, but anyway, I keep flip-flopping right
Base
here.
has been destroyed.
Because I'm able to cleanse down those Wolverines, those Hornets, those base Hornets kind of make
All units.
decent work of those tanks. Funnily enough, I can't get a good read on them. Are those tanks power turret? Yes, they are. They're power turret now. When Anders pulled up initially, they were canister shell on my
All
Expo, but
units.
when they got to Yellow's main, they were power
All
turret.
units. All
So I do
units.
my best to retaliate with what I could, and I was thinking about going anti-air and air respectively, banshees and vampires,
All
but I was
units.
all over the place. But that's only because of the fact that goddamn, you know, Forge wouldn't do his goddamn
All
job.
units.
So as you see right there, instead of me cleansing the reactor down, I'll blame myself here. If I cleansed that reactor down, he would
All
have lost
units.
some valuable tech, but I just assumed that
Outpost
it was
ready.
low enough that my Prophet and Vampires
All
would do the trick,
units.
but I didn't want my shit to die, so yeah. So as you see, oh
All
yes, I forgot to
units.
point it out. Cutting out the first 7 to 8 minutes of the game, Reno tried to initially go Gauss, that's why you see him on 3 bases, if you're wondering. So, Forge is still
Repeating
double
cannon
pumping,
research.
no, single pumping now from the air pad. And as you see right there, I'm just scouting around. Reno kept the 2 Gremlins up there initially to see if they were going to come back,
Shield
but that didn't
generator
happen,
complete.
so the Gremlins just went to attack
All
Purple's Expo.
units.
As you see right there, a little like side note, looking back on it now, maybe if where Purple's third base would have been
All
on the
units.
left side, if you're looking at the mini map, I probably could have taken
Enemy
a base
engaged.
secretly and gathered supplies and probably turned the tide of the war. But I wasn't thinking about these things. I was just more so getting ready to support Reno because I was like, well, if we can have him get his gremlins and tanks up, we should be fine.
Warehouse complete.
But as you see right there, I'm able to contest purple for the most part. But you know, I never upgraded my cleansing beam here, so that's kind of my fault. But I didn't really have the money at the time, and losing an
Base is
expansion base
strained
early
research.
kind of sets you back. It's weird. I don't know. I think this was right before I learned about the blowing up the supplies to unequal goods yourself stunt. I don't know. So more or less, it's just me moving around, see where I can find an opening and have Reno go.
Keep
Now,
upgrading.
there is one part here, if memory serves me right, it's been a long time, but if I remember correctly, there is one minor part where it was just a wrong push at the wrong time that we did. I should have joined them to finish this sooner, but I didn't.
Enemy
You'll see in a
engaged.
little while, not too long from now.
We obey.
What now?
Vampire ready.
All units.
Ready. Command me. Show us where.
All units.
Target.
Where
So,
we need it.
a couple of moments later,
All
Green
units.
was about to make the push on Reno's second base, and also, I guess, either second or third base, and Yellow's second base officially. So we kind of catch him lacking right here, I think, and we all turn our forces around. I saw it and I pinged, but Green ran back. And this was... So strangely, Green had enough resources and time to get triple Mac, and took out Reno's gremlins. So instead of it being a mop, it was now, I don't know, a brush? I don't know what the hell would the difficult version of that be. So the enemy chieftain was able to get veterancy off screen, or rather I just didn't show it because honestly the first 10 minutes of the game was just nothing happening. So I cut that out so I wouldn't bore myself commentating over it and boring you and wasting your time. So the Bird Brute Chieftain proved to be a tiny bit more useful in at least pulling one tank away, but for whatever reason Green is scared, understandably so, and he runs off. Red was probably the MVP this match because, oh my goodness, man, he's done the most damage to me. And honestly, I wanted to expand where Forge's second base was, but I think he took it from me. Either that or I allowed him to get it. I don't remember, but something tells me he took it from me. So anyway, Red is here just fucking up my base. Purple comes in with vampires, but I always contest his ass, and I was able to get out of there before a D-bomb happened. So now both blue and yellow try to attack and the Hornets get destroyed, and the Chieftain does what I wanted to do and takes an Expo on our side of the map, and I'm like, hell nah. So I go over there and I do my best to take it out, and if memory serves me right, we will take it out. This video is like a year old and I wanted to get this out, and there's so many videos. But I want to do a series of losses because for some reason you guys keep showing up when I'm losing. It's weird. Y'all like my downfall or something? Whatever. So I'm able to do my damage on that base and it's not able to get the shield. However, blue loses most of his tanks and all is left are the gremlins, whereas as you see, red has Spartan tanks and all these other things that give him an edge. And with that stupid D-bomb being in there, I can't be able to cleanse like I want to. Now, at this point, I'm like, I need to go hunters. That's why you see the haul there. I honestly wish I never made the 4 banshees. I could have made a haul a lot sooner. But fortunately, I'm able to take out Purple Sneaky Expo, the little sleazy bastard. And if memory serves me right, that chieftain might be a 2-star. I don't know. Never got a good look at it. I'll try to. I think he is a 2-star. Yeah, he's a 2-star. Gosh darn it. That is very annoying. He is so tanky. And the chieftain beats me to Assault Beam. Either he beats me to Assault Beam or like he gets it first and I get a couple moments later. But duh, he did beat me in getting... Yeah, he did. He did beat me. Gosh darn it. Well, that's what you get for being a Covey that's not touched. Majority of the game I have been contesting his army. But in a little while, that shit ain't gonna cut it, B. It's not gonna work.
What is required?
So that's what that attack.
Very well.
And I think at this point, yeah, man, Reno and I at this point were really trying to see if we can get at Purple's main base. If we can just candy glitch the base down, we should be fine. So I sent my prophet over and Purple is trying to expand again, but I halt that. And honestly, I wish I never did that because now he's alerted. The thing is that you see on the mini map, Reno is pulling up and yellow's coming in from the other direction. I'm able to catch green trying to triple expand and I cleanse it down so he's not able to get it. So it has been a back and forth on the expos, but I think I suffered the most.
Warehouse upgraded.
But yeah, so the D-bomb happens and Reno almost kills the chieftain, I think. Yeah, he almost kills the goddamn chieftain. Let me see if I'm a premonitionist. Yeah, he almost gets him when the chieftain gets out of there. Oh, that's why. He's on the run because Green is chasing him. Green's army happened to come back at the
Very well.
right exact time. So anyway, the chieftain got back to half health immediately. Fucking engineers are god. And Red pulls up at the same time. Now here's a mistake I made. I should have dropped the hunters off and then recalled. But I didn't do that. I assumed that my 4 hunters and my prophet would scare off Red, but Red called my bluff and didn't give a fuck. Normally I'm lucky. This time I really wasn't. And Red did not give a fuck. So Red cryo bombs. Unfortunately, my prophet isn't cryo bomb, but it doesn't matter. And because of the base health, he's just gonna candy glitch the base and it's gonna fucking explode. So my prophet can't do shit here. If I was a chieftain, I definitely would have done a lot more. The Reno does cryo bomb, but I don't have enough money, nor is my cleansing beam regrets condemnation. So it does decent damage to gremlins and wolverines and shit, but I didn't want my prophet to die. And sadly, the combined forces of Green, the 2-star chieftain, just somehow eviscerate both Reno and
Base has been destroyed.
Forge's army. My expansion base is done, so I have no more hunter production, and it's just a domino effect from here that just, you know, it doesn't really work out. The vampires I have are arguably starting to get more useless anyway, because what really needs to be contested with the ground forces, but that should have been Forge's job. Had Forge never wasted the time making those 10 Hornets, he could have had a sufficient amount of tanks combined with my Divine Absolution Prophet to take them down. He went tanks later, and this cost us the match, in all honesty. I really wanted to go Hunter sooner, but I was like, I don't want Purple to get any hair. But me and Purple were tied for the most part, but because of this, we both have Expos, and the Chieftain has Hunters over me. And this is pretty much it. It's a shame. And then, you know, Reno's on 3 bases. I was thinking, hey, what if you get Hawks? But it's like, I don't know. We were just too busy being generals and being upset at Orange, you know? And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, even though we do have our part to blame, I really wish he never went Hornets from the start. It changes everything. And the base that he has, that's the base I wanted to take. I didn't want to be all the way out there in the first place, but now this happens. I would have had the Hunters ready, but nope. And also, you know, Cutter, he's brain dead, fucking ODST. There was no way we were coming back from this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is one of the most annoying L's I've had. My prophet died. I said fuck this shit, and I resigned. Man, this game makes me so upset. I'll try to find some more L's on the way. Hope you enjoyed the video, everyone. Have a good one. Anti-Wave signing out.